Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Colorado Rockies and the New York Mets. Manuel Diaz, the league's leading hitter, continues his march toward the National League batting crown. Next. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Trevor Story steps in now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone on strikes to start the afternoon.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Standing in now, Garrett Hampson. Slider laid off for a ball. Should be a picture-perfect afternoon for baseball. 78 degrees at first pitch. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
At the plate, Dante Bichette. Hits this one hard the other way. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. John Gray is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
Stepping in, David Wright. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now the Rockies will have to deal with a real threat on base right from the get-go.
Okay, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Stepping in now, Pedro Garcia. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And this one is gone. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 17 for him on the season as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Next up from New York, Fernando Tatis, and he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. The 1-1. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 10 for him on the year. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Digging in the switch hitter, Manuel Diaz. His performance at the plate's given this team a major offensive boost and put him in strong contention for the batting title.
Yeah, talking to the manager before the game, without this rookie just stepping up and fighting for a batting title, I don't think this team is in the playoff hunt. He has had a monster season and look forward to a promising career.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The second baseman, Roberto Alomar.
Ready now, Roberto Alomar. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. 3 runs already home here. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit. And that one will put him over the top. He's now broken the single-season hit record. This crowd is going crazy, as they should, recognizing the historic magnitude of really an unbelievable accomplishment.
You realize how hard it is to break the single-season hit record? You're facing lefties, righties, starters, relievers. This is one powerhouse season that he's had.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Yeah, and he's just off the league lead in the batting race. He's in the top 5 in that category, but he is out in front in home runs and ribbies, so we'll see if he can make a push for the Triple Crown.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. One there, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And he's really continued to turn in strong performances day after day. His average in his last 10 games is over the 300 mark, but then again, that's nothing new for him.
But easier said than done. This guy from start to finish has been on point, not giving any at-bats away. He's swinging a hot bat and making a strong push to end the season and put that batting title belt around his waist.
Striding in for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Bases are empty, one man out. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. Gone! Nolan Arenado touches them all. Number 35 now on the season. And the Rocks are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
When this one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Into the box, Todd Helton. Line drive to left. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
The center fielder.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
In now for Colorado, David Dahl. Bases are empty here with two men out. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike two. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Rockies strike for one on the homer by Arenado. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Mets 3 and the Rockies 1. Last half of the second set to go, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Manuel Diaz. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 26 for him on the season. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
To the plate now, Jacob deGrom. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the lineup card turns over with one away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the second inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
Ready for another chance? David Wright. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. The 1-1. Gray has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. DeGrom stands at first with one out. Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. We've played 2. It's now a 4-1 Mets lead.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. Coming into the day, they've amassed the most strikeouts in the league while also issuing the fewest walks, a feat that makes their coaching staff extremely happy. As one of them said to me, when you can rack up strikeouts like we do, but not walk anyone, that tells you a lot about the incredible stuff our pitchers have, and they trust it. Guys, it's an aggressive pitching staff with a lot of swing and miss in their game.
Thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Dom Nunez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. And with one away for him here in the inning, let's take a quick look at the standings, and you can see that these guys pretty much have the division in hand to this point in the season. Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, John Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. This is foul right side. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 1-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Stepping in, Trevor Story. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. As we discussed earlier, he's been stellar at the plate all season, but he seems to have hit a little wall in his last 10 games with a batting average over that period under 200.
And this is the last time you want to go into a little mini slump right here. Dog days, you want to finish strong. There's only a handful of games left. You're fighting for a batting title. He has to find a way to maybe take 2 steps back, maybe give away an at-bat to calibrate that fastball again.
Alonso is there, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Bottom of the 3rd now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Pedro Garcia.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. At the plate now, Fernando Tatis grounded to third. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll add 1 more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Hey, guys, that's not how we draw it up. You want to stay back on that pitch and drive it up the middle the other way. But he got out and around it and was still able to find his way for a knock.
So now to the plate, Manuel Diaz. Line toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
Jake McGee is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 51, Jake McGee.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. No one out with a runner at second. Into the box now, Roberto Alomar heading out towards shallow right. Bichette is there, 1 away.
Now batting.
So with 1 gone, a reminder that New York Mets baseball continues all season long here on MLB The Show, as you take a look there at where the 3 of us will be in the week ahead. Man at second with 1 down, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back. Now a spin and another throw back to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. In there, now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. The 1-2. One out and a runner on third. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Stepping in now. Oh, pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Dahl. And that retires the side. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 errors in the inning, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 6 and the Rockies 1. All set for the start of the inning, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Tatis has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Dante Bichette.
So coming to the plate, Dante Bichette. 1 run, just 1 hit, and 2 errors on the Colorado ledger to this point. 2-1. Well, as we've discussed, he's easily been one of the league's best bats, but his production has been merely good, not great, over his last 10 games, with his line over that stretch a little under 300.
He's finding a way to still mix in a knock over the last 10 games and keep himself above water in this batting title race, but he certainly doesn't look as comfortable as he did the previous couple months.
Alomar gloves it on to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, the left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. 1 run, just 1 hit, and 2 errors on the Colorado ledger to this point. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to the Rockies left fielder. And the count will be full. And that misses for ball 4.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Nolan Arenado. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Here's Arenado with a drive. Well hit to left and deep. And that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, and with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
In now, Todd Helton. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Well, we've of course spotlighted the positives of his season batting totals, but putting a microscope on the last 10 games, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Mets 6 and the Rockies 3. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the 4th inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi. Next for the Mets, Manuel Diaz. The 2-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Story scoops it up. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first.
Now back, the pitcher, Jacob Wow.
So here now is the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
The batter, the third baseman, David Wright.
Ready once again, David Wright. The 1-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. all ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up the outfielder, David Dahl. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now.
1 ball.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The catcher, number 10.
At the plate, Dom Nunez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The 2-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
3-2, full count. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Into the box, Jake McGee. Rockies pitcher with a bat in his hands and a 1-2 count.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Jairo Diaz, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here.
Number 7, Jairo Diaz.
Digging in and looking for more, Pedro Garcia, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game, as it is now 7-3. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
The batter, the shortstop, Manuel Diaz.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Manuel Diaz. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
To the plate now, Roberto Alomar, and this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on 1 thanks to the solo homer. Through 5 innings, it's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. New inning set to get underway, and next will be the imposing power bat, Trevor Story.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Striding in once again, Garrett Hampson. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for Colorado, the right fielder, Dante Bichette.
Now at the plate, Dante Bichette. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 2-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Deficit holds at 4. It's 7-3. So striding forward now, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there, but he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Arenado's got it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, number 1.
Now in the box. Oh, he flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Bichette's back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Manuel Diaz will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. So a ground ball single up the center of the diamond makes it 2 hits for him on the afternoon. As we check out the top Mets in that department, you can currently see he's 3rd best on the ball club. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. At the plate now, Jacob deGrom. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets leave one. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he'll get us started in what's officially the back third of this one.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. One out, nobody on. And it's 1-2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Arenado swings, and this one is crushed out to left field. And he's going to make the play over toward his right, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Todd Helton.
Standing in, Todd Helton 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
I think that base hit surprised him more than anything. He's gotten so used to setting guys down at 9 in a row at that point that he just assumed he'd get him too.
Standing in now, David Dahl hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 2 left for Colorado. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Carlos Estevez will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Tony Walters will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, David Wright. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Into the box now, Pedro Garcia. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Runners going. Hit out towards second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Hey, hit and run right there. I know the guy had to pull up on second base because the ball didn't get to the outfield, but you know what? You'll take the knock. First and second, regroup. Let's see what happens.
Fernando Tatis will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First and second here with nobody out. Runner goes. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Both runners on the move again. There's one at 97, and all he can do is foul that one away. The next 1-2 pitch. And both runners are off again. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, man, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball play.
James Pazos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. At the plate, Manuel Diaz pushed to the right side. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. So that's his second knock of the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting crown, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish right here.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Stepping in now, Roberto Alomar. Runners on the move for second. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. On to first, a double play.
Now back, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Pazos has over 40 innings on his line so far and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. 2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the Mets strike for 3, all coming courtesy of this 3-run home run. We're through 7 this afternoon. It's the Mets 10 and the Rockies 3. Stepping up now, Tony Walters, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
And
now it looks like they want some time to review that one here, so they'll check with their replay guys. The call on the field was safe, but it was definitely a bang-bang play and tough for us to tell at full speed.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting to see what they want to do with this one.
And it looks like a no from the bench, so the call will stand as safe. To the plate now, Trevor Story. Popped him up. And this is hauled in on the run for the out, and he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
now batting, number 1.
Stepping into the box, Garrett Hampson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 9 on the year. As they try to claw back, it's a 5-run deficit. Striding in, Dante Bichette 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Still only 1 out in the inning. To 1-2 now. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. And if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
And it's late to his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Mets 10 and the Rockies 5. Wade Davis is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 71, Wade loses.
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, 1-1. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Manuel Diaz. Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Drilled to the left side. And that's in there for a base hit, his third hit of the game.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Tim Tebow will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 85, Tim Tebow.
And a double steal try here. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Number 5, David Wright.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go David Wright. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. Is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So both men in motion that time, but they narrowly avoid running themselves out of the inning as the batter strikes out on the pitch. Striding into the box, Pedro Garcia. Great game for him so far. 4 hits, including a couple of home runs. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Again, he sends it out of play. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time to short. Story picks it up on to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They still lead it though, 10-5. Edwin Diaz takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Here's Nolan Arenado. He has no prior history against this pitcher. The 1-1. It is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. A reminder that coming up immediately after the broadcast, we'll have full highlights from our ball game here at Citi Field. Digging in, Todd Helton. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and the Rockies are now down to their final out of the game.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
David Dahl to the plate now, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Fouled off. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Hit hard to the right, but foul.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Another one sent foul. Last strike now for Colorado. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line hard toward right center. Lays out, and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Hey, how about that play to end this thing? That's what you call the icing on the cake. Cherry on top of the sundae. Exclamation point. I love it.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The New York Mets win for a division best 113th time. Jacob deGrom gets his league-leading 22nd win as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. John Gray struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.